So in the previous video, we have seen what are algorithms. So in this video, we will see how to measure the performance of any given algorithm. So to execute a program in the computer, there are two considerations you have to see. The first thing is the CPU and the second one is memory. CPU is nothing but the time required to execute the program. Memory or RAM is the space that is required to execute a program. So there are two complexities. One is space and the second one is time. Since the CPU and memory are limited, we cannot use unlimited resources to run the code. So we have to measure the efficiency of a program, and based on that, we have to decide which algorithm to use. So how to measure this time and space complexity? So we cannot use the actual time used by a system to execute the program to measure the performance, because there are various factors that influence the time consumed by the CPU to run the program. It is dependent on the capacity of the CPU and other programs that is running in parallel, etc. So how do we measure the time complexity? We can measure the time complexity as the amount of time taken by the program to run as a function of input size. To measure this time complexity, we will see how many number of lines of code is executed. We will see if the number of lines executed increases with the input size. To measure space complexity, we can see how many variables we have declared to run that program. Let's say our input is an array of size 10. If you have declared another array, result array of size 10, then the space consumed by the program will be same as the size of the input. There are different notations in which you can measure these complexities. So the first one is big O of notation, that is worst case what is the complexity of your program. The next is omega notation, which will measure the best case complexity. That is, for example, if you are searching for a number in an array and in the first check itself you match that number, then it is called best case complexity. Next is theta notation, which is an average case complexity. Let's say you find the number in the middle while searching for it, then it is called average case complexity. In the real life or in the interviews, you will be asked the worst case complexity. So in the next video, we will see in detail about big O notation. Thank you for watching. If you have liked the video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next one.